welcome to the Creative Experience. Today, our guest is going to be T.Hayes.
Good morning, sir.
This is going to be his second time appearing on the Creative Experience. So
I thought it was my third.
No, it's your second time.
Oh, officially second. Okay.
Yeah, official second time on the Creative Experience. So, you've already told us about yourself in the very first volume of the Creative Experience, which we sat in these exact chairs. Tell us a little bit about what you've been working on recently.
Well, shoot, just finished The Laugh Doctor. Mm-hmm. It's a dark comedy short. When I finished the script, it was one of those, I know I got one. You know, even when I was making music and making beats and stuff like that, you just know when you got one.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a golden script. Like every really good script I've had, it was that feeling. So super excited to shoot it, and the reception has been very crazy. It's quite a film, should I say?
So what ideas do you have for The Laugh Doctor? Like, give us a little synopsis on it.
It's definitely me. Laugh Doctor, as any script should be. It should be I wouldn't say extension of yourself, but
it represents you. You know.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right. So The Laugh Doctor is about is about a psychotherapist who can't stop laughing at his clients. And as you can see, I'm laughing right now because this shit's hilarious. I'm sorry.
Okay. So,
and he's on the brink of losing his new apartment, his ratchet girlfriend, his stripper girlfriend, and his new job. So he's forced to, get rid of, or not get rid of, but find a way to stop laughing at his client's face because it's ruining his life. And if he doesn't, he's just gonna die, I guess.
Okay. So whered you get the inspiration for this?
Oh man, yeah. So this summer, well, I'm fairly new to screenwriting. I'll say one thing that enhances my screenwriting. What I've noticed is, I wrote music for about 6 years now. So songwriting, there's a certain vulnerability, probably more vulnerability in songwriting than screenwriting, but it probably should be the opposite. But a lot of what young writers struggle with is the lack of vulnerability, the lack of writing something that's so true to them that it's almost like taking off clothes. Mm-hmm. So when I was trying to come up with a new script, I had thought, for my internship and industry people that I've communicated with, they always say the same thing: write what you know, write from experience. So I said, okay. So for this script, because I was writing other scripts as well, but for this script, I was like, okay, write from experience, write what you know. I know that I'm Jim Bonner, the lead character in the film, where I laugh at stuff all the time. Everybody knows this. So I was like, okay, how about somebody who has hysterical laughter, you could say. And I was thinking, when you're writing a character, it's important to give your character flaws. And I think, especially with black filmmakers, I think we love our people so much that we don't give our characters enough flaws. So when I was writing a character, I gave him his central flaw, was he can't stop laughing. So when you're writing a character, you give him his flaw. His flaw has to be, it makes it hard to achieve his goal, right? So I'll give you an example. Batman, right? He wants to stop evil and stuff like that, but he can't kill the Joker. So the Joker is constantly, fucking up his city, right? But he won't kill him. So that's his flaw, and it makes him that much of an interesting character. So when I was writing the Jim Bonner character, what better profession to give him than a psychotherapist, a shrink, laughing at your client's face, because that's just wildly inappropriate to do. So that was a perfect matchup with his laughter and his goal, his profession. He wanted to be, he wanted to make a living and not take shit from his boss and his stripper girlfriend and whatnot. So that's what inspired me.
So it's really a passion project, you would say.
Yeah. Passion, what does that mean?
It's like a passion project, like you put your all into it.
Oh yeah. As you
should with most projects.
Mm-hmm.
But it's it gives that is special. It just has a special meaning to it, because you're this is 100% authentic, it's 100% me.
Yeah.
It's very much a passion project.
Okay, yes. The Laugh Doctor is a passion project.
Okay. Perfect. So, like, where do you want to take The Laugh Doctor? Like, have you submitted it anywhere? Like, when you were talking about, like, it's had a really good reception, what do you mean by that?
Yeah, so I remember when I was sending the script out to my cast and crew and whatnot, they were all, like, kind of confused, or they were like, yo, this is going to be crazy and stuff like that. They didn't, I know one of my actors in particular, when he was reading the script, he called me, he's like, T.Hayes, what is this script? He wasn't as confident in my vision, but once we shot everything and I edited and I sent it to him, after he watched it, he called me right after. I could hear the credit song playing and stuff. He was like, wow, I will never doubt you again. And so that's basically, it's a very shocking movie, very T.Hayes movie, and it resonates with people because of how different and original it is, because if I'm as weird as I am and as unique as I am, there's no reason my movie shouldn't be the same. Mm-hmm. So reception of the film has been exactly that. This is so you. This is so you. This is so T.Hayes, only T.Hayes. If you're writing a movie, if you're making a movie, or when I write my movies, I will sit down and think, can anybody else make this? And if I feel like if I feel like someone else can make it, then I'll throw in some other stuff or change some stuff around. I want to make movies that only I can make, because if you're not making movies that are not originally you, then why are you doing it? If someone else can write this, then why are you writing it? Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
Okay. So
I'm sorry, I forgot. Best comedy, submitted to 15 festivals. Submitted one right now. The rest are waiting because I've done this fairly recently. But yeah, Laugh Doctor won Best Comedy. My other screenplay, Loverboy, won Best Screenplay. But so yeah, people are loving Laugh Doctor, man.
Okay, perfect. Continuing on with your artistic journey and your artistic path, this is going to be your 5th film if you decide to make one. So what ideas are you exploring now? Where do you want to take your career?
So right now, working on my first feature. Don't know when exactly, a feature, that's a lot of work and a lot of money to be spent. Now, I might not necessarily make it anytime soon, but I'm definitely working on it and developing, because for any screenwriter or filmmaker, that should be your goal anyways, to stop making short films and start making feature films. Mm-hmm. So developing it right now, it's a wild concept. I don't know if it'll be expensive to produce, but it's definitely, I don't want to spoil too much, but it's very, I don't want to say controversial, because it's not really controversial, but it is controversial. But it's not my typical controversial type stuff. A lot of people who know me might think when I say controversial, they might get an idea in their head, and it is somewhat is that the case, but it's very relevant, very controversial, but it's still uniquely T.Hayes. And if that might take me a while, because I'm only 80 some pages in it right now, and it's probably going to end up being 120 pages, so a 2-hour movie or so, and that's a doozy. My next short film, I have a bunch of scripts and film ideas, but I'm not really focused on that right now. My main focus is getting all this post-production with The Laugh Doctor done right now, and then once I complete that, then I can put all my energy back into my feature and whatnot. So that's how I feel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, ending off your episode of The Creative Experience, what would you want to leave the viewers with? What would be your closing statements?
Something I have in my Twitter bio, which is live consistently fearless. Even though I don't use Twitter, live consistently fearless. Y'all hear that? Live consistently fearless, because why would you want to live in fear? Why wouldn't you want to live consistently fearless? What are you going to do, make excuses that you can't live consistently fearless? Of course you can live consistently fearless, and if you don't, that's your choice. It's nobody else's fault but yours if you're not living consistently fearless.
Facts. So, this was Creative Experience, Volume 22.